Yo, how are you guys doing? My name is Shravan Shah and welcome back to my channel Ravanspeaks. On today's episode of That's What They Said, we have somebody who made his debut this year. He's a poet, he's of course an actor, an engineer, and his jokes are kafi fantastic. Presenting Chintan Rachchh in the house, what's up?
I've been great. Sleep deprived, underslept, overworked. That's how it is. That's how
That's
we.
just-
I think I work great if I'm underslept.
Yeah?
That's why I purposely don't sleep before an interview or anything.
So are you trying to tell me like last night you haven't slept?
I have slept the last night, but last night no. Before that also no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What were we doing?
Shooting.
Ooh, fancy,
Yeah.
fancy.
Yeah.
Okay, but before we begin this interview, I'm going to ask you this question: that do you remember what is the first memory that you have of me?
You reaching out to me on Instagram,
Uh-huh.
saying that you didn't really send a message. You just called me. That was my first Instagram call. I had no idea that Instagram call exists.
Teaching technology, guys.
Yeah, I was like, okay, wow, I'll just answer this, and that was a voice call. So okay, I remember you saying this was I think 12th or 13th of January, and because after that there was Makar Sankranti, so I remember. You call and say, hey, what have you done in the show? It's like, is it really bad? And it's like, no, it's really good, and I love your performance. And I think you just finished 2 episodes of it.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, wow, you just finished 2 episodes and you like it, so it's great.
That's the
Yeah.
talent Chintan Rachchh is, guys. That's the talent Chintan is. But now that we've got the introduction done, we're going to actually begin with the first segment. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this. So the first segment is called My Childhood Was Like. Complete the statement for me. My childhood was like.
My childhood was like a normal Gujarati child.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what does that mean?
That means I was just studying most of the times.
Uh-huh.
I think till 12th, I used to just be in books, and I used to do a bit of dramatics, but mostly it was just books and studying and not playing a lot. I used to do swimming. That's when, Dhruv ka casting was happening. That's when I was like, oh yes, I am a swimmer. Can that help? And they were like, no. That's not the qualification here, right?
What kind of a kid were you? Like, were you like an inquisitive kid? Were you somebody who's always intrigued? Or were you somebody who was quiet, sitting in a corner, doing his thing, not troubling anybody? Like, were you that child?
Till like 6 or 7, like 8, 6 or 7, my mom used to tie me, like literally tie me with a door, and because I used to be just very, running all around the place, and आटा जो होता है ना, उसका पूरा बक्सा में उल्टा अपने पर कर देता था.
Why?
ना अच्छा लगता होगा मुझे क्या पता यार, मैं बच्चा था. So that and गैस बंद कर देता था मैं जानबूझ के, बस ऐसे ही मजा आ रहा था इसलिए. So they were like, okay, I really have to control it by just literally controlling it. So yeah, so मुझे बांध के रखते थे, and मेरे डैड भी बहुत ही ना वो घर से काम कर रहे थे. He was just investing and all of that. So फोन हमेशा शुरू रहता था, और मैं जैसे ही फोन आता था मैं फोन के पास जाके उनको बोलता था, अरे कौन है, and they were like, it's work. So इसलिए मुझे बांध के रखा जाता था. After that मैं बहुत शांत हो गया था. Like I was that child के जो किसी को परेशान ना करे, अपने काम से काम रखे, बेडरूम में जाके पढ़े, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा गेम खेले. इनफैक्ट मेरा तो टाइमिंग भी होता था कि एक दिन में 1 घंटा गेम खेल सकता हूँ, फिर मैं नहीं खेल सकता. हाँ, और I think I loved GTA Vice City. That was the only game I played. That and San Andreas. That's it. Yeah.
Do you remember cheat code?
A Zuckme and Fanny Magnet, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Chintan remembers Fanny Magnet.
Leave me alone.
Nah.
Faruq would remember that, honestly. Yeah.
Which is that one festival you enjoyed as, in your childhood?
See, I like the time around Diwali because of the smell, the
Yeah.
flower smell.
Yeah.
But I don't look forward to festival. I am really excited for this festival because I think I'm more excited for just random things. Like I used to be excited for Sundays after working for like 7 days. I used to study a lot, so I was like, Sundays I'll do one thing. I'll turn on my TV. I'll finish all my homework in the morning, like 8 o'clock, and I think around 10 o'clock, Ben 10, Ultimate Alien used to come. I've just realized it's 10 and Ben 10. That's why I think they put it there. Oh shit. Yeah. So I used to have all the Guju Nashta. Like there was thepla, there was gatia, and there was chai. And I love chai. I still love it. I don't have it anymore, but I love chai. So, and I become very sweet after having chai, just like the chai. So that's why I don't drink coffee, because it's pretty bitter.
So usually most of the families have this thing that if there is something, let's say somebody's birthday, somebody's anniversary, this is one restaurant that they will go to celebrate it. Did your family have that restaurant?
There was no specific restaurant, but I think there were a couple of restaurants. And my dad loved restaurants on the highway. There was this restaurant, I think, called Shiv Shakti. And then there was something called Chokidani.
Okay.
And both of them were literally like opposite to each other. It was Rajkot Jamnagar highway, and my dad loves a long drive. And apparently, if you even travel from Andheri to Bandra, it's actually a long drive if you see. But in Rajkot, you just reach there, like, you know, even if it's highway, you reach there in like 10-12 minutes max from my place. Yeah, if it's like no traffic.
Yeah.
Max to max is 20 minutes. So he considered it a long drive. Now when I think it's not a long drive, it's just a
fooled you.
No, he still considers it a long drive. And I just went there and we went to I think Shiv Shakti only. Yeah. So and he loves something called Vagarelo Rotlo.
Yeah.
So Rotlo, as it is, we like it's fried in
तड़के वाला. Yeah.
तड़के वाला. हाँ. So हम वो खाते थे और मुझे तो बहुत अच्छा लगता था Vagarelo Rotlo and छाछ. Every Guju guy likes छाछ. That is one thing I've never, you know, I can't really leave sometimes. On most of the days, I am pretty like vegan, gluten free, but when I have to eat, I will have it with छाछ.
No, but coming back to your childhood, academic wise, how were you as a kid?
I think I never used to pay attention in class. I never liked it. Like I don't know, for some reason I couldn't really pay attention in class. But I used to study one night before, 2 nights before, अच्छे से. Like I used to go home and like do the homework and all of that. I used to be very punctual that way. But I never studied in class. I think I liked only social science because of history and geography, but nothing else. I never used to pay attention just because it was so boring. Yeah, paying attention.
Life.
Yeah, and I used to just be like, you know, dreaming about just things that I think never existed. I used to be like, I'll do this. When I'll be like 18, I'll go here, I'll do that. Back when I was like 7, 8. But I used to study a lot a day before, like literally like the entire syllabus I could have like finished in like 12 hours. And I used to even like stay over like the entire night for even 6 standard exams.
Wow.
Yeah. Like 6, 7 standard exams, and I used to really work hard a day before, and I used to just go there and just vomit it all out. That's what my sister calls it. You vomit it all out.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much did you score in your 10th?
10th, I remember my percentile. So back in Gujarat, there is percentile system. I don't know if it still exists. It was 99.84. Yeah, and that's I think over 90% for sure, but I don't remember it exactly.
How?
Yeah.
What is this scholar kid doing here? How?
Doing better.
Who this? Who this?
Yeah.
But the 10-year-old Chintan is sitting right here. What would you tell that 10-year-old Chintan right now?
I think I'll just tell him that the dreams that you are seeing actually might become pretty true. So see them vividly. So you know what to do next. So I'll tell him to dream better. You can dream much better, because I used to, I think, not dream to the highest peak, but I used to dream, you know, I'll reach somewhere in the valley, middle somewhere. So I'll say that. I'll also say that if you want to take a break from studies, don't really be, you know, don't score 95. You can score 90.
Yeah.
That's fine. Just 5% you can just give it up. Yes, I think I will say that.
And that's a wrap for the first segment. Moving on to our second segment, which is called It's All Panash. Okay. So Chintan, what we do in this segment is we talk about the art of faking it till you make it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let in on one of my secret, and let's see if you let in on one of yours. So I am fond of Asian food, and that's happened very recently. That I love Asian food. Okay. So I remember 2 years back, these friends of mine told me that, you know, we are going to go to Mizu, and I love Mizu. Okay. I love Mizu, okay?
Understood.
So I was like, okay, yeah, let's do this, guys.
Yeah.
And of course, I knew that I'm going to have sushi. Now, I didn't know how to use chopsticks.
Oh.
Okay. So what I've done that morning is I have woken up in stress and anxiety and I have watched around 10 videos of how to hold chopsticks.
Wow.
And of course, you know, I didn't have chopsticks at home.
First world problems.
So yeah, such first world problems I had. So I've actually taken like stems and tried holding them like a chopstick and stuff like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is my secret.
What
is yours? But let us say
Yeah.
on one of the times that you had to pretend even though you didn't know that how to do it.
Most of the times.
Yeah?
I don't know a lot of things. Yeah, I seriously, I think I don't know it. I stay calm and composed, so people will think that I actually know it, but I don't know it at all. Like, I'm pretty chaotic about most of the things,
Yeah.
but I try to stay calm that, you know what, I know this.
When was the last time you did it?
Today.
When?
Giving right now, the interview. I don't know how to do it, but I'm still doing it.
No, but you're doing a fab job.
Thank you, I know it.
But listen.
I know I'm doing a fab job, but see, that's the thing about everything. See, now a specific thing you're talking about, like, you know, a specific incident, but I don't remember a specific incident. Most of the times it's like, I'm like your chopsticks incident. I had that, but for like, to me, I just learned it in a like 10-second span because I'm okay. You know, if if I don't know something, I'm pretty okay with that I don't know it. And that's when I think it's very open. You're pretty open to learn. You don't think about, okay, I'm looking this bad or something.
Yeah.
I'm pretty open. If I don't know something, I'm okay because I know a lot of other things.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What is the thing you're most fearful of? Because you spoke about it.
I think it would be just people I consider they're my people. If they leave me, I'll be pretty sad and broken. Inside me, at least. I don't know the exterior me how. I think it's a different personality only, the exterior me, which I put it out. But if my people, if they leave me one day, I think I won't be able to take it inside me. I'll make sure that it doesn't really appear on my face. But I'll be pretty like heartbroken. In fact, this stands for most of the people they are around me, right? Like most of my team is around me right now, and every single person who I genuinely think that I have a connection with, if that person would leave me, I won't like it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Suddenly this segment became very emo. But you answered well, actually. Not
Thank you.
bad, not bad. Because you know, this is what they usually say about actors, right? That most of their life goes in pretending, right? Because you're continuously.
It's I think everybody. Actors are just pretty aware about it. That is what it is. I think every single person puts on a mask, and that's what, like, even we discussed about this, that Tamasha was about it, right?
Yeah.
Everybody is Don, but they try to fit in and be Ved.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to fit in, and where they don't know, actually they are actually made to shine, you know?
Yeah.
So why to fit in because you're not, why do you want to stay in a box where there's a whole world out there?
Wow.
Yeah.
But when did you realize this, that you know what, hey, I don't want to fit in, I'll just do my own thing?
So with time, you always try something with you. Like every day you wear a personality when you're like just in your teenage or like young, when you're a young adult, you try to wear a personality and see what works out for you. And I think this one pretty much worked out for me. Like not fitting in, because if I fit in, I don't think I get that sort of love that I want. When I don't fit in, I get that love. And it's always about love for me, and it's not, you know, it's not about that I don't care. I care about love. That is the only thing I care about now, because see, all these things, I love the materialistic gain or all the byproduct that comes with this all industry. But inside, deep down, it's always supposed to be people.
Yeah.
Like if they give you love, you don't really need anything, if you see. But I'll need everything, including people's love.
And because you spoke about love, it's time for our third segment called The Wild Me, powered by LoveDepot.com, India's largest sexual pleasure superstar. Also, we're going to talk about the three-letter word, which is called sex. Okay. What does sex mean to you today?
Wow.
Very direct.
I think it should have some sort of connection. It shouldn't be like, you know, I don't really, I think I'm a misfit in the Gen Z culture also, that is their situationship and every other word that they're using for it. I like building connection, like a genuine connection. And there was this one book I was reading, in that it was described that whatever you are, like, you know, if you communicate, you flirt, you have all the before things, that's actually getting you there.
Yeah.
As a body, as you being an animal.
Yeah.
Because now we are social animals. We ourselves have called ourselves social animals.
Yeah.
But we know that we are animals, right? So your body needs
The build up.
the physical intimacy, it's craving for it, but your mind is the guy who needs the entire foreplay, like not the sexual foreplay, but just talking and everything. So that interests you, and that's when you want, okay, I want to be physical with this person. So I really like the foreplay part, the mental foreplay at least.
Nice.
What
do relationships mean to you?
That is what it is. Relationships are defined, love is not. So for me, it's like you're giving it a tag. ये पता है कैसी बात हो गई? मुझे पता है ये इंसान शायद मेरा नहीं हो सकता, या मेरा नहीं होने वाला, या पूरे टाइम मेरे साथ नहीं रहने वाला, और तब जाकर मैं उसे बोल दूंगा कि तू मेरा ये है, तो फिर वो पर्सन नहीं रहा, पोजीशन हो गया है. सो उसको पोजीशन हमेशा चाहिए रहता है, तो रिलेशनशिप हमेशा चाहिए रहता है. प्यार हमेशा दिया जाता है, वो उल्टा रहता है.
Giving काफी शायर quotes यार. Nice. What is the creepiest thing somebody has done with you that really made you feel like, bruh, I don't know how to deal with this?
Okay, this just happened today, so I have to tell you. So I sent my address to like an ardent fan. Like, she was always like texting me, please give it to me, and your birthday is coming, so I really need to send you something. And I was like, okay, fair. This time I won't give my stylist address, I'll give my address. So I just gave it to her, and she was at my doorstep in the morning. And she's not from Mumbai, she's from Udaipur.
What?
Yes. In the morning, this just happened. So I was pretty happy about that fact. This happened, and like I'm very sure she has the plans also to roam around and see Bombay. But like she was there. That was like her primary aim, I guess. So that was like great for me, because I don't think people do it anymore. Like sending DMs or making artwork. That is the new culture right now. People don't do it anymore, and I love it when people show up, because that's when you see it's real. Because on social media, you don't know if it's actually real.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is so sweet though, yeah.
Yeah, so sweet, man.
Yeah. What is your biggest turn off?
I think that would be dishonesty, sorry. Starting from dishonesty, that is the biggest one. Yeah, I don't think I have any other turn offs.
Yeah.
Even if the person is, conventionally, let's say, not that intelligent as people describe, how she's so stupid or something. No, I don't mind it. Just be honest. I love honesty. Like, even I don't mind the bad side of a person. Like, if you have anger inside you about something, or just plain like random society, or let's say you are insecure as a person, but you own it. You are it, and you don't feel bad about it, or you don't hide it from me, at least. I love that. Yeah, I love the bad side more than the good side, because good side is always, good. Bad side is hard to love. Yeah.
So Faruq as a character received a lot of love, right? Did anybody, or even before that rather, did anybody, say this pickup line, and you found like, what is that pickup line even? Which is the weirdest pickup line that was used on you?
So I mentioned it somewhere that the question was asked that do you do art? So I said, I don't, I am. And then there was this strange reply that, okay, if you are art, can I do you? That was pretty funny to me, honestly. But yeah, this was one thing that I remember. That's on
vividly remember.
Yeah, vividly remember.
Yeah?
Because it was something about art. So I was like, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Perfect. Complete this line for me. The pleasure is all yours because
I'm here.
Ooh, fancy answers have been given here. So when you spoke about the entire class monitor thing, it actually reminded me of an interview that I had done before this, which was Avinash Tiwari's, and he had a very similar story.
What?
Which you have to go and watch that interview. But another thing he had spilled in that interview was the weirdest place he made out at, which is the weirdest place you've made out at, which is not so conventional as per people say.
Ah, wow. I don't think I have weird places. I would love to actually explore though. But I think I have aspirations. I have not tried it yet. Yeah, I think that would be some fire exit. Yeah, and that too, like, it should be like, there should be some tension that we might get caught. So that's the adrenaline. Yeah.
But that is almost the same thing that Avinash spoke about. That
I'm sorry, man.
No. I was saying the adrenaline. The part that, when the reason why he had made out at driving like a parking lot was he was like.
Yeah. Have you seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
So there was this first season में second or third episode only, and they had sex in a car, and the wife was like, wow, why was it so good this time? And this guy is like, because he's thinking about the drugs that he started making and selling, so he's like, maybe because it's illegal. So yeah, so that is one thing that I think even I I aspire. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the last one coming your way.
Yeah.
What is that one thing that has been a learning from you from the relationships that you've had, and that learning actually stayed with you?
Nothing is permanent, even the permanence and the impermanence. You think you might not meet the person anymore. You will. You think you might meet the person and you won't. So there's nothing to take from it. It's just to feel. If you take something from it, you'll give it to somebody else. So don't take. Just feel it. Even the next one. So you won't give your previous to the aage wala.
Relationship king sitting right here, right now. But thank you so much, Chintan.
Yes.
Thank you so much for
Yes.
chatting with me. I hope you enjoyed this one. And
Yeah.
because you've been such a sweetheart and spoken about literally everything under the sun with so much like philosophy, I'm like, oof, so much knowledge has been shared on this. I suddenly feel like I'm today's day old. But because Chintan is here, he gets a
Okay.
hamper from
What is it?
lovedepot.com. We shall give it to Chintan and we shall see his reaction. Chintan, this is all for you.
Thank you.
Go for it.
The pleasure is all yours.
The pleasure is all yours. You just spoke because you are here.
Yeah. Okay, fair. Yes.
Fair?
Yes, it's going to my friends.
That speaks a lot about Chintan Rachchh, guys. That speaks a lot. And this is hamper number 2 for you by Delicacie Love Thy Cake.
Oh,
This is for
so
you.
That seems pretty cool. Yes.
No, but once again,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Chintan.
Thank you so much for
for
having me,
being
yeah.
a part of this.
Yes.
This really means a lot. You have a massive career ahead of you. So keep soaring high, keep doing what you're doing because you are fab at what you do.
Thank you so much.
I was very impressed with Faruq Manzoor, you know it. I mean,
Yeah.
I've said this a
Yeah.
gazillion times.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to your next projects and your next one and the next one after that. So keep soaring high always. I'm going to see you super soon.
Thank
Till
you.
then, this one is a wrap.
Hi, my name is Chintan Rachchh, and if you like this Ravan speaking, please subscribe, like, share to Ravanspeaks. And I love his energy, so I guess you might want to watch him more.